Hey everyone, I wanted to do an update video for you guys to kind of let you know what's been going on and why I have been MIA for a little while from all of my channels. I was doing Vlogtober, and the last couple of days of Vlogtober I didn't film anything because I was going through some stuff with my family. So basically, some of you guys might know, I mentioned this in 2011's Vlogtober, I believe it was day 30, that my dad had Parkinson's and dementia. And through the year, it had progressively gotten worse to a point that he would not take medications, he wouldn't eat. Not sure if it was something to do with the dementia, maybe thinking that somebody was out to get him or something. I'm not really sure, but he did not want to eat, he did not want to take his medication. Mom felt that she could not take care of him anymore and was going to put him in a home. They actually took him to the hospital, and he spent a couple of days in the hospital, and then they moved him to a hospice in our town as a temporary solution because Mom didn't want to bring him home because she knew she couldn't take care of him, and until they could get him into a nursing home. So on the Wednesday, it'll be 3 weeks Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, me and Mom went to the only nursing home that had a bed in our town, and it was awful. It was so awful. It smelled like urine and feces, and it smelled like smoke, like either the employees were smoking in the building or they were just allowing the patients to smoke. You know, like, it ain't gonna hurt them. You know, just let them be happy kind of thing. I'm not sure. But it definitely smelled like smoke and pee and poop. And my dad would have been in a room with another patient. He wouldn't have had his own room. And it was just awful. It was so awful. I did get upset with my mom for even considering putting him in. And she felt like she had no other options, so she was going back on the Thursday morning to do all the necessary paperwork and for them to move my dad from the hospice to this nursing home. So Thursday morning I went to work, and I went to use the restroom, and after I'd used the restroom, I decided to check my phone because since my dad has been getting worse, I tend to check my phone occasionally while I'm at work just in case something has happened or whatnot and I need to get a hold of my mom or my sister or somebody. So I happened to check my phone, so I had a voicemail from my sister, so I checked the voicemail, and all it was kind of a panicked, "You need to call me right now." So I called her, and she told me that Dad had taken a turn for the worse, and they did not expect him to live very much longer, and that he had a week at the very most, but they didn't think that he would last very long. So I left work. One of the girls that I work with drove me over to the hospice because I really wasn't in any kind of shape to drive at that point, and I got to the hospice and went in there and got kind of caught up on what the situation was. And I stayed at the hospice every night, overnight. They would allow family members to stay overnight. So I stayed because if my dad were to pass overnight, I didn't want him to be alone when he passed away. So I stayed every night. And he progressively got worse. He would eat a little bit for me and for like my mom. But then he stopped eating for us. And then my uncle, my two uncles, and my aunt, my dad's brothers and sister, came into town, and my uncle Johnny actually got my dad to eat a little bit for him. And then at some point after that, my dad basically slipped into a coma-like state, and his blood, or his heart rate, kept going up. It went, just kept raising up every day, and the nurses told us that that is one of the things that happens naturally with the body as they're getting closer. And then his blood pressure started going down. At one point on the Monday, on the following Monday, it got so low that they couldn't even, it wouldn't even register on their equipment when, they put the thing around your arm or whatever to take your blood pressure. It wasn't even registering. His temperature went down to 95 degrees. Again, all of this was, as they told us, was just the natural order of things as they're getting closer to passing away. So my sister and myself and my mom and my Uncle Johnny all stayed overnight on the Monday. And he progressively went downhill through the night and through Tuesday. And on Tuesday, November 13th, at approximately 10:05 p.m., my dad passed away. My Uncle Johnny was talking to him about my grandmother, their mother, saying, oh, when you go, when you see Mom, give her a hug for all of us and tell her that we love her and all of that. And I updated my Facebook on the last bit of information that we had, because we had family members obviously that weren't there, and the only way I can communicate with them is through Facebook. So I would update occasionally on Facebook. And I heard my Uncle Johnny talking about my grandmother, and I turned around because my Uncle Johnny was saying, oh, you have a smile on your face, you must be seeing Mama, give her a hug for us, tell her, tell her that we love her and that we miss her or whatever. And so I went to the bedside and I put my right hand on my dad's chest and kind of leaned over to try to get a look of this smile on my dad's face. And by that point, his face had relaxed. He didn't have a smile on his face anymore. And my Uncle Johnny was still saying, oh, you must be seeing Mom. You had a smile on your face, you must be seeing Mom. And again, like I said, I was leaning over, looking at my dad, looking for the smile, and I felt and watched him take his last breath. And it was so hard. I loved my dad. Still love my dad. Don't know why I said that in past tense. I still love my dad. I love him very much, and I miss him so much. I know that the Parkinson's and dementia was very hard. It was hard on him. It was hard on my mom. It's horrible, horrible disease. But I just wanted to kind of update you on that, to let you know why I have been MIA. I didn't forget about Vlogtober, but I had to be with my family, and so thank you guys for understanding. Thank you guys for sticking by me. I'm going to film another video really quick here after I wrap this one up, because James got me an amazing, amazing Christmas present, and I want to show it to you guys, and it's kind of related to all of this, so that will be another video here in a little bit, so you'll have this video and that video back to back. So I love you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking by me and understanding, and I will see you soon. Bye.